you see that it's mostly Chinese stores over here. You have tea and ginseng company, Chinese cafes, beauty salons, hair salons, barber shops. So Flushing Main Street is sort of like a transportation hub, because if you want to get past, go further east of Queens, you have to get off at this station and then take the bus heading east. So if you live at, Auburndale or Bayside or Little Neck, you would have to get off at 7 Train Main Street and take your bus. So that's also one reason why it's so congested here. So this is Main Street and Roosevelt Avenue, the heart of Main Street, downtown Main Street. So the demographics has changed in the past 30 years or so in Flushing. Primarily, Flushing used to be predominantly a Jewish neighborhood. Back 30, 40, 50 years ago, there's a lot of synagogues here, a lot of Jewish population that lived around here. And then the Asians started to move in, and everyone else moved out. Now it's like the second Chinatown. So there's a huge Macy's over here, which takes up almost half a block. So that is the NYPD on the side. Continue driving. So right now I'm on Union Street and Roosevelt Avenue. So back in the days, all the Koreans used to move on Union Street. And you'll see that on Union Street, there's about 3 to 4 blocks that are just, that are just predominantly Korean stores. There's a lot of Korean restaurants, a lot of Korean businesses on Union Street. So as we move further out from Main Street, downtown area, it's getting more residential and less congested. Because I am driving away from, from downtown Main Street. So you see that in Queens, you know, in Jackson Heights, Corona, Flushing, the zoning code is that, you know, you can't have buildings taller than 6 stories. So that's why you see a lot of, you know, 6 stories buildings, apartment buildings, but not much, you know, not much buildings high, you know, taller than that. And I think one of the reasons is because we live very close to LaGuardia Airport, and when we have too many high-rises, it interferes with the plane, you know, trying to land in LaGuardia Airport. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is continue going straight. So as you see again, I have to share the roads with another scooter. And scooters are legal in New York City, and of course I have to deal with motorcycles who just passed me on my left. So now I have scooters and motorcycles sharing the same road. That's crazy. Oh my god. So right now I'm still on Roosevelt Avenue, heading east. We drove a long way from 63rd Street to 149th. I'm gonna continue heading east until I get to the 220s. So you see this area, 150th Street and Roosevelt Avenue, there's also a small community of Koreans that live over here too. There's a block away is the Marie Hill Long Island Railroad stop. And a lot of Koreans live in this area near the Long Island Railroad station. So within these few blocks, there's a lot of Korean restaurants. So you see those new McMansions that's going up, huge mansions. So right in front of me is a taxi. I believe it's a taxi for the handicapped. That's why it's very squarish. Alright, let me continue heading east. So I'm still on Main Street. I mean, I'm still in Flushing, not Main Street. I'm still in Flushing. So I can't go any further. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a left here and get onto Northland Boulevard. So you see there's a bunch of Korean stores here. So right now I'm on 154th Street and Northland Boulevard. Alright, making my right turn here. I'm back on Northland Boulevard, and I'm gonna head east. So you see that there's a lot of Korean stores over here on Northland Boulevard. So over here on the right, there's a curtain and blinds store. I don't know how they stay in business because I don't think people go to stores and shop for these items anymore. So in front of me is Marie Hill Plaza. There's a fairly large H-Mart in there and a lot of Korean stores in that plaza. Wow, that's an amazing cloud in the back. So you see that there's the Q12, Q13 that goes on Northland Boulevard. Bus routes that will take you to Bayside. So Q12 goes to Little Neck, Q13 go to Fort Totten, which is at Bayside, and then the N20G goes to Great Neck. N stands for Nassau County. So here's a pipe that just recently opened up at the corner. So this section here is Auburndale. Mostly residential, not too many stores at Auburndale. The only business strip is on Northland Boulevard, which are these few blocks. So there's Bong Chong over here. Pier 1 Imports, which is no longer in business. City MD, Soho Furniture, Verizon's here. You know, it is pretty good that I am driving this during rush hour because I can't go fast enough. If I go too fast, you guys won't be able to see these stores. So right now, I'm just at the right speed. So in the front, it's a huge Greek Orthodox so the Greek Orthodox Church. It's the St. Nicholas Church. So back in the day, there used to be a fairly large Greek population around here. But they've also moved out to this area. Here's Fontana famous gyro, right at the corner. Very good spot. I had it a few times. Excellent gyros. So I am at 202nd Street and Northland Boulevard. So we just finished Auburndale, now we're heading into Bayside. This is Bayside, the border of Bayside right now. You see that there's a few dealerships over here. Volvo, Mercedes-Benz, Hills Brothers, and a very large Staples. Alright, so Paris Bouguet is right here. It's very excellent French bakery, opened by Koreans. Their cakes are excellent. They're very good. They make very good creams on their cakes. One day if I have time, I would go into Paris Bouguet, and maybe do a video on it. Alright, continue heading east. So right in front of me is the intersection of Bell Boulevard and Northland Boulevard. You've probably seen a few clips of this already. A few videos of me doing Bayside and Bell Boulevard. So this is Capital One, and that is this little Bayside Library, and Precinct 111. Here's Anchor Inn. And TD Bank. So we just finished driving through Bayside. Now we're heading into Douglaston. And you probably have seen a few videos of me driving on this road already. I made a few videos on this. At least 3 times. Driving on the same streets. But there's always something new to watch at different times of the day and different days of the week. So it is almost 7 o'clock and the sun is still haven't set yet. You see a nice clouds in the front. Here's Mizumi, my favorite all-you-can-eat sushi, sashimi, Japanese buffet. I am gonna slow down here. So right now I'm at the intersection of Northland Boulevard and Douglaston Parkway, heading east. You probably have seen this numerous times already. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this camera straight so you can see the front on both sides. Yep, that's my gas signal. Almost running out of gas too. So I've been driving for an hour already, from 60th Street all the way to the 220s. Alright, let's continue on. So I am at 243rd Street. Alright, I'm gonna go a little bit slower. I normally don't do the front view because you don't see much of it. You know, you don't see much of the stores. I usually like to do the side view so you get to see more stores on the right hand side. But I'm just trying out something new. Let me stop. I don't want to run a red light. Because if I do the front view, all you see are mostly the streets and the cars in front of me. But I'll check to see if this is a good angle later on, once I take a look at my video, you know, when I get back, when I get back home. I'll take a look at it on the laptop to see if this is a better view. Because I prefer to do the side view so you get to see more stores on one side, and then generally I would, you know, turn around and film the other side of the street. I can't believe it, I almost drove 200 blocks locally. And of course this car in the front is speeding in front of me. I guess he's in a rush to get home, like everyone else. So right now we are at Little Neck. There's a bunch of Korean, I mean not Korean, well there's Korean restaurants too, but there's a lot of Chinese restaurants here too. There's 2 dim sum restaurants on Northland Boulevard at Little Neck. Wow, it is very shaky. I really need to secure it or get a gimbal. So right in front of me, that building, Gold Coast, used to be a luxury car dealership. They have Alfa Romeo and Maseratis, but they moved further down the block. So right now I am at Great Neck. I just finished Little Neck, going to Great Neck. So if you have seen my other videos, you'll notice that this street is fairly familiar, because I drive on this boulevard pretty often on my videos. So University Gardens is right over here. If you make a right turn at this light, I did a video on that last week. And then what I'm planning to do is also make a video of Russell Gardens to the left. Alright guys, so I am gonna stop my video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, and comment below. Thank you.